How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and we're all well aware inflation is at record highs. That has a lot of people flocking into ibonds. Ibonds are a great way to take some of your savings and protect it against inflation without any risk. If you're wondering about where to buy ibonds, how ibonds work, or how ibonds can pay such a high interest rate with no risk, check out the video I'll have linked down in the pinned comment below that will tell you everything you need to know about ibonds before putting your money into them. But if you've already got your ibond basics down pat, I wanted to stop in with a quick video today and give you 4 ways or 4 under the radar benefits of ibonds that don't get talked about as much as they should. So let's get started with the 4 hidden benefits of ibonds. And the first one is, ibonds can be used as a tax shelter. Much like when we invest for our retirement in a 401k plan, we put that money in today and we invest it, and we defer paying any taxes on that money until years down the line when we're already in retirement. With ibonds, we got a similar situation going on. You see, you don't have to pay taxes on any of the interest your ibonds are earning until you actually cash out those ibonds. And since ibonds are technically a 30-year bond, you can, in theory, shelter up to $15,000 per year from taxes for up to 30 years. And as a bonus, ibonds are exempt from state and local taxes. So that means if you live in a relatively high tax state, like I do here in New York, ibonds give you the opportunity to earn some tax-free interest on your money regardless of when you cash them in. Another one of the less talked about features of ibonds that I wanted to highlight in this video is another way that you can use your ibonds to unlock even more benefit and more tax savings. And that is by using your ibonds to pay for college expenses. When you use your ibonds to pay for college, they become totally tax-free. That's right, not only do you avoid all those state taxes that you normally do, but when you use your ibonds for college expenses, you avoid paying any federal taxes on them as well. Now, a traditional 529 savings plan gives you a lot of benefits and should probably remain your primary source of saving for college education. But the big drawback in 529s comes in the event that you don't need that money to pay for college expenses. Say your child gets a full scholarship to their university of choice, or becomes a crypto millionaire trading NFTs or Shiba Inu, or maybe they just go straight into the workforce without any college or trade school, or maybe they just go to a way more affordable school than you had saved for. In any of those situations, if you've saved more money in a 529 plan than you otherwise need to pay for those education expenses, you'd be stuck paying income taxes plus a 10% penalty on that money for using it for non-education related expenses. Now, there are some workarounds around that and some flexibility on what you can do with a 529 plan, but that's for a different video. So you can use ibonds to effectively hedge against that situation. Because with the money you save in ibonds, you're getting an added benefit for using them for college. But should you not need that money to pay for college or education, there's no penalty for doing so. It's just normal ibond usage. So if you're a parent or going to be a parent, keep ibonds in mind when it comes to saving for college expenses. Now, the third hidden benefit of ibonds we'll highlight today is a little bit trickier and requires a little bit of finagling on your part. But that benefit allows you to save on taxes with ibonds again. That benefit is using ibonds for tax loss harvesting. If you're unfamiliar with what tax loss harvesting is when you sell an investment at a loss in order to offset the capital gains tax you're going to incur on other investments. So you end up lowering your overall tax bill from your investments. And I know most of us out there hold at least some portion of bonds in our investment portfolios. We have those bonds in our portfolio for some stability and to kind of mellow the shocks of the big swings that the stock market can hit us with. If you take, for example, my 4-fund index fund portfolio, which is linked in the description, I hold shares of BND, the total bond market index fund in that portfolio. And year to date, BND is down around 9%. So if I want to take advantage of ibonds in a tax loss harvesting situation, what I could do is sell $10,000 of BND at the 9% loss I've got going right now, and then put that $10,000 into ibonds. So not only do I get to claim the investment loss that 10 grand in BND incurred, but by putting that money into ibonds, not only do I still get the stability I'm looking for, but I get to earn over 9% in interest while I wait for the markets to settle down. And the beautiful thing is, because ibonds are a type of savings bond, they're not a treasury bond or a corporate bond like you'd find in BND, we avoid the wash sale rule, which is when you sell out of one investment and immediately invest into another super similar investment within a 30-day period. If you do that, they don't let you get those tax benefits. But because ibonds are technically a totally separate asset class, we can take advantage of that situation. Now for the fourth benefit of ibonds, the fourth way you might want to consider using them, is as a backup and to fortify the money you keep in your high yield savings account. And this video right here shows you exactly how and why to do that. So check that out. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.